Hello travelers, and welcome to a new video. Cześć to all my Polish friends. Today I'm in Zielona Gora and we are in the western part of Poland now, and not too far from the German border actually. This train I was on from Wroclaw, it continues to Berlin actually. So here we are, the first time I've been in Zielona Gora. The train station is behind me over there. We're gonna walk around and take a look at this city. I've never been here and see what it's like. It's about a 20-minute walk to the Stare Miasto, or the old town here, and I'm gonna walk it, I believe. So it was a pretty nice day in Wrocław. We had some really bad weather for a few weeks now. It was cold and rainy. It felt like it was winter again, but we had some sun and I felt like this was a good day to get out and see another city. But here it's a little bit overcast and you do need like kind of a long sleeve shirt, so not too bad, but a little cool. It looks like there's a beautiful old town. I'm headed there now and we'll see what we can find on the way. It looks like there is a bus station here. This is like touristic buses here. The Eiffel Tower, they take you all the way to Paris and Rome. Wow. And you have a ATM, Bankomat. Polski. Bank Polski. Polish bank. Here we go. Here are the bus tours. So right here, there's people waiting to get a bus tour today. Maybe they're going to Paris and to Rome, as I saw on that billboard there. And this is the candidate running for president. There is a presidential election this year, and his name is Nawrocki, and he is on the right. And he is for the PIS party, or the Peace Party. And he also is a supporter of Donald Trump. Because I heard I saw a video on the internet, and he was having a rally and he started saying Donald Trump, and they were yelling that in Warsaw. Wow, he seems to be popular here, Nawrocki. Many signs for Nawrocki. Karol Nawrocki. So this way is the old town. Another sign for him. Oh, this must be the other candidate, Rafał Trzaskowski. So I believe he is on the left. In America would be the Democrat and Nawrocki would be the Republican. But this is Poland. And these are the candidates we have. So I believe this is going to the old town. So who do you guys want for president? Do you want Nawrocki? Or do you want the other candidate? Rafał. The name was a little bit hard, but who are you for? Poland, let me know in the comments. That looks like an old Polish home there. It's interesting to see how the homes look in different parts of Poland. This one here looks like it's pretty old as well. And there's a big, looks like maybe a church here. Ooh, the street signs are really nice. Look how nice the street signs are here in Zielona Gora. And look at this church, wow. Look at that. That is quite nice. I'm already enjoying this Polish city. It's not too far from Wrocław, only about 2 hours by train. Wow, that's an impressive tower there. Look at that. That is impressive. Really nice. It looks like the door's open. Maybe we can go inside and take a look. There's only like a little entranceway that's open, and then in the church was actually a gate that was closed off. with the name. Zishe Koshioa. I'm sure that's not right, but it's my best attempt. But what a quiet town. I read online this is a really quiet town. Someone left a comment that they live here, they were foreign, and they said it's just a really quiet place to live. And you can see that. It seems like a great place to live. I believe I'm supposed to turn here, and this will take me to the old town. And look at this church, just magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. And it looks different than the ones in Wroclaw. Quite a bit different. Doesn't have the red brick, which I'm used to seeing. Look at this building with the beautiful color. Look at that gorgeous blue. Gorgeous blue. I'm not sure what that is. It might be a school. I see some flowers in the window. I think it might be a school, but just beautiful colors. I see the Polish flag there. And some people think that Poland is very gray, but it's not necessarily. There's a lot of color here too, if you know where to look. That's a gorgeous building there. Look at that. With those huge balconies. That is magnificent. That is magnificent. I think we are close to the old town. And there's a fountain here. A beautiful fountain. And look at that church. Look at the dome on it. It's kind of an interesting style. Look at this fountain. And there's a monument in the background. I just love it here. I think I could live in a place like this. It's a man with a ship. And we have this beautiful monument carved out of stone. It looks like it has the coat of arms for Zielona Gora, possibly. There's something here. Big piece of stone with writing on it. 1940. So in English, the stone says World War Volunteers, City Residents, established in the 60th, Rocznicy, and the rest is in Polish. But anyway, tied to the war, people that volunteered for war went to war, and most likely this is similar. It looks like soldiers there, and the Polish eagle. So a monument to those that defended the Polish homeland in most likely World War II. Look at this church. That is an interesting dome. You don't see that in most parts of Poland. Interesting dome on that tower. Looks like a couple malls here. This looks like a big mall, Dom Handlowy, and this also looks like something. Some shops in there. And a cafe here. Or a restaurant. And it'll be lunchtime soon, and I'm looking for something to eat here as well. Something in Zielona Gora. Looks like a new building across the street, and an old one in the distance. That's what you often see in Poland. You see some of these old buildings, and then you see some really new, shiny buildings. ING Bank, Bank Polski, and there's another large sign there for Trusowkowski. Trzaskowski. So you can see the election is nearing, and there's a lot of publicity right now for both candidates. It says Sheshke Yidlo. It looks like a soldier there. This looks like a cool bar or restaurant. Maybe we'll go in and take a look. At least they have cold beer. It says pivo. Cold pivo. Hopefully they have something to eat as well. Whoa, what a cool bar. Look at this. Wow, they got a soldier's uniform. Look at this bar. This is cool. A restaurant. Wow. The Polish soldiers. Look at this. This is cool. What a cool place. Dzień dobry. Wow, a pool table back here too. This is cool. Do you have maybe pivo and something to eat? Okay, menu. Proszę. Wow, so cool. So I've got some pivo Holba, which is beer. Holba, I've never had this one. It's got a lot of foam on there. It's almost like a Czech beer. It's good. I think it is Czech, maybe. Very good. Delicious. I think it is Czech food. I'm gonna get the Nedlike goulash. Interesting place. My food has arrived and I am super happy. Look at this plate. This is huge. I've got the Nedlike, which is this bread dumplings, and I got goulash, and there's something else on the plate. I'm not sure what it is yet. Look at that. Oh yeah. There's the goulash. This might be cabbage. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, this goulash is really good. I can already tell. Oh, so much meat in a really thick sauce. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ooh. Whoa, that's really good. That's a really good sauce. It almost tastes like a gravy, like a pot roast or something, but it's even better. I've got to try it with the Nedlike, the bread dumplings. Oh boy. Oh, that is heaven there. Look at that. Wow. I'm in ecstasy over that bite. Let's see what else this is here. I think it's some kind of puree cabbage. I think so. It's like a cabbage, but it's puree. Interesting. Okay, I finished that meal. It was absolutely delicious. That Nedlike was super soft, delicious. Bread dumplings, the sauce, incredible. The goulash, real pieces of meat, really good. Very good quality. The taste was superior. Easily as good as what I've had in Czech Republic, and maybe even better. This puree of the cabbage, it's kind of got like a fruit taste, maybe with apple. I've had it before, but not puree. I'm not a huge fan of that. It's just too much puree for me. It's too kind of like baby food almost. A little bit of it would have been fine, but it's just too much. But the goulash was fantastic. So that large beer and that big plate of food, the goulash, 54 zloty. It is around $14, maybe a little less, 13 and change, close to $14 because the dollar's down a little bit now. But a really good price and a really good meal here in Zielona Gora. And we're gonna check out the old town next, so stay tuned. So we continue our trek through Zielona Gora, and it looks like we're in the old town here. And looks like another one of those dwarfs or something similar that we have in Wroclaw. But I've never seen one looking like that. And my waitress, she was so nice. What a nice woman. She even suffered through my bad Polish. But there's always an understanding, a way to understanding. And the universal language here in Poland is piwo. I don't think they get too many vloggers here in Zielona Gora. Some people looking at me. Who's this guy with the camera? Feria, that is a word in Spanish that means fair. Interesting to see it in Poland. Dolce Vita, the sweet life. It's definitely an ice cream shop, or yeah, ice cream in there. Lucky Shot Bar. There's definitely some more people here. So we are in the old town, center of the old town. Namaste restaurant. Must be Indian food. It's just such a quiet city. So nice. It seems really comfortable here. We have a statue here. This almost looks like the other one. So some strange looking dwarfs here in this town, or some other kind of people. Jan Muszyński. So some famous Polish people, it looks like. This man behind me is Grzegorz Szymilewski. I had a friend in the United States when I was a kid, and his last name was the same. But in English we said Szymilewski, which is not right, but it is Szymilewski. Something like that. Interesting. It is amazing, the ties to the United States. We have a lot of Polish people there. It's really interesting to see the ties here in Poland, and a name that I recognize from the US. A friend of mine when I grew up. Polish family, although they were American Polish. Anna Tokarska, poet. Interesting. And they have something going on here. Some games for people to play. Dzień dobry. Maybe something for kids so they can learn about the history and play a game. Another colorful building over here, pink and orange, it looks like. You can't get more colorful than that. Some nice colorful buildings here in the old town. Look at this restaurant with all the flowers. That looks great. Or a cafe. Natural ice cream. Look at this church. Wow, really cool. Really cool church. Spoko. Spoko. There's a lot to see, and it feels warmer now, which is good. There's another church over here, or a building. Yeah, it's a church. I see the cross on top. Yeah, they do seem to be like the dwarfs in Wroclaw, but they are some strange looking dwarves. Looks like another big church. We're on Stefana Zeromskiego. That's the street we're on. And the old town, the Stare Miasto of Zielona Gora. Yeah, this is a really great little town, a little city. I don't think it's that little. I think it's actually pretty big. And they're playing some American music behind me, some old American music. Just having a delightful day here. Enjoying the weather. It's just about right. Not too hot, not too cold. A little bit of a breeze. It's a large old town, really large. Look at that building. That is a historic gem there. Look at that. Look at that balcony. Look at all the carvings in there. You have the... Looks like people carved there. That is incredible. So much going on here. That is an absolute gem. I think this video could be easily over an hour long. Just so much to see here. So we have some vines here, some grapes growing. And I forgot to mention that this is also a city known for vineyards and making wine here. They make wine in this part of Poland. It's a great area to make wine. So we've got some of the plants here. We have a statue of a woman. But look at the vineyards, the vines. Of course, it's not a vineyard, but the vines you can see are on display to show that it's very, very important here in Zielona Gora. I was really surprised by the quality of the Polish wine. It's very, very good. A few more historic buildings here. Some more murals here. There's a big green building there. Biblioteca, so it's a library. Huh. Norvid Library. Biblioteca. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Dziękuję bardzo. Take care, everyone.